Hello, children. Are you ready for some cutting up and kiki? Are you ready for a gay old time? Well, I hope you are, because now it's time for Hey Qween with your host, Jonny McGovern.
Hey Qween, come on and spill the tea. Hey Qween, it's just a good old-fashioned kiki. Hey Qween, we're cutting up with Jonny. Hey, 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 hey. Hey Qween.
Hello, my wonderful gay babies, and welcome to another look-filled episode of Hey Qween with me, your host, Jonny McGovern. Oh, we have a cunty show for you today. Party City's biggest fan, the one and only Phi Phi O'Hara is here. Yeah! Oh, and I cannot wait to get into it with her. But before we bring her out, there's another party girl I have to introduce. She's broken more frat boys than a freshman hazing ceremony. She'll tap that ass faster than a Bud Light keg at the Sigma guy's house. And she's thrown more balls at preppy white boys' faces than a late night game of beer pong. It's Miss Lady Red Couture. Yeah! Wow, that was a good intro. Because that intro was a lie, because you ain't never had no white balls nowhere.
I dabble.
You dabble?
I just don't get caught up.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello, gorgeous. Hey,
Look
Queen.
at you. Hey, Queen.
Oh, yes, check
What
out my
is this?
Hunties tea. It's another Death Becomes Her tea.
Damn, that is so... Yeah. All right.
All right.
I like that.
That's when she's like, drink.
Yes.
And then she drinks it, and she says, now, a warning.
The
She
devil.
says, now a warning?
Yeah.
Oh, honey, you made it here. You had a show late last night.
You know, I'm barely together.
We saw each other at 3:30 in the morning.
Well, let me tell you what, because we come in, and when we came in, we were like, okay, yeah, we're going. Johnny's like, I'm going to bed. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go to bed. I was like, I'm going to stay up, but then I'm going to go to bed. So I was like, all right, I'm not figuring it out. I'm just going to go. But I decided I'm going to do my nails. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I'm doing my nails, doing the acrylic. Bitch, when I tell you, after I got my nails done, I must have looked back and laid back. Woke up at 8 o'clock like, oh, shit. Oh, man, gotta get this on. Man, I slapped this on so fast,
You know, I'm pretender fish.
That's right.
Yeah, it don't matter where it's from the aquarium or natural seawater.
Whoa.
It's still fish.
You know what? You've got that right, Lady Red. It's always going to be fish with Lady Red in the building.
Always, unfortunately.
Oh, and I see you're wearing your lovely new gigantic necklace from Mr. Sonny Perea.
Oh my God, Sonny is so special. Thank you, Sonny, for real, because I'm not used to nice shit. Mm-hmm. I'm used to shit you just throw together and make it look nice from a distance. But he give me real nice shit, because I'll fuck it up. He was like, now remember to spread in the middle, spread the necklace. I was like, spread this sounds so nasty. That's how I think. I was like, spread the necklace. So I was like, oh my God, when you spread it, that cover your whole bosom. I was like, this is some really major shit. Like, girls, get necklaces that cover your whole titty. It's wonderful.
Get necklaces that
please.
cover your whole titty.
Just cover it.
Wise words from Lady Red. Get necklaces that cover your whole titty. One thing that you know a lot about is balls and spreading.
Well, you're welcome.
Yes.
Well, we're not here alone today. Of course, we have the beautiful, smooth sounds of the finally returned from Europe, Mr. Adam Joseph and the Go to Bed Wigs. You better sing. Come on, that deserved applause, audience. You ever hear her sing live before? Jeez Louise. Thank you.
Hey, Queen.
Hey, Queen. Hey, Queen.
How you doing?
Adam, you're back from Europe.
She's back.
Yeah.
You exhausted all the sex clubs in Europe, so you're back to LA.
Back to LA. I mean, the LA sex clubs are nowhere near the caliber of Europe. I don't know what's going on around here. It's really upsetting.
Lady Red, Adam thinks he's making a cute joke, but from now on, people are like, you hear about Adam? Well, he loves sex clubs.
Oh my God.
He loves sex
I
clubs.
can see the comments now.
There go the comments. There they go. Oh, Adam's a pussy bottom. That's nice.
Oh Lord.
I'm officially verse at this time.
Not believable. Well, we don't have time to just read Adam Joseph because there's someone who's ready to do a lot of reading. The glamorous, super talented, amazing Phi Phi O'Hara is here today, and she'll be with us right after this very gay break. Yeah!
Come on and give us all that hot tea, yeah. Hey, 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 Phi. It's time to kiki here on Hey Qween. Hey Qween. Hey Qween.
Hey everyone, Jonny here to let you know about our brand new website, HeyQween.tv. Not only do we have every single episode from every season of Hey Qween, but all of our side shows, Hot Tea, Judge Lady Red, He's Fit, Lady Red's Corner, Drag Cousins, Whoa Dude, and more. And most importantly, we have our brand new t-shirt shop with brand new t-shirts designs, including Every Boner is a Blessing. Hey Qween, look at her. Hello children. Yes, Queen. Plus tank tops for whores for the summertime. And don't forget, wear your Hey Qween shirts with me and Lady Red on them to show your support for everything Hey Qween. Buy them at HeyQween.tv.
Hey Qween.
We are back. Well, today's guest was known as a very, opinionated lady on her season of RuPaul's Drag Race, but she has come to show herself of one of the top artists in the art of drag. Please welcome the glamorous and controversial Phi Phi O'Hara. Yeah!
Come on and give us all that hot tea.
Hi, Anita.
Yes, Phi.
Let's go song.
It's time to kiki here on Hey Qween. Hey, hey, Qween. Hey, Qween.
Yes, and snap. Shall we snap our fans together, darling? Snap. All right. Phi Phi O'Hara. Yeah. Wow. Hey, Queen.
Hi.
You look gorgeous.
I showered today.
You did. Amazing. Me too.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Phi Phi, shouldn't you be in the back putting up a backdrop to get today's 365 day of drag
I literally
going?
Put it on, yeah. I literally put it on right before I got into the studio. So
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
I mean, Phi Phi, I would stand up, but I'm attached to the microphone to the desk. But standing ovation. Wow. Phi Phi, you're slaying them all. You're showing the children what it means to be a fucking drag queen.
Yeah, well-
The artistry is unbelievable in 365 days of drag.
Thank you. I got really cocky. I should have did like 30 days and called it quits. It's a lot of work, but I'm happy with it. I didn't think it was going to be received as well as it has, and so I'm lucky.
I mean, 30 days of drag would have been a lot.
It would have been better,
But
yeah.
365, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, she's only on 132 or something like that.
I'm not even
like,
at 132
God.
yet. Oh God.
Oh, God. Now, what was the genesis of this project?
Well, I want to do the project first because I think Drag Race kind of puts everybody into a box of like what their character is supposed to be, and so when I did it, everybody thought that Phi Phi was this one particular way, and that's not true. So I wanted to show the vast variety of what it could do, and I really want to inspire people. Like, don't ever have someone like limit you to what they think you can do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so how long ago did you start preparing these looks? Because I know you travel a lot. You can't be every day being like, all right, let me see. We get a horse's nose and a unicorn head. And let me get some hoof gloves.
I kind of run around the house and like, what can I glue to my face today? But we started in October, which we did a lot, but I didn't realize how quick each day would come up, and so we ran out fairly quick.
Wow.
So, and my boyfriend takes the photos, so when I'm in town and he's off, then we try to get as many as we can get done in a day.
And what's that, like, how's your skin surviving from all that?
I'm actually wearing a mask right now. It's bad.
Available at Party City, the Phi Phi O'Hara
I've never heard
mask.
of it.
And so you are making everything that you wear. That's really some of the most impressive things, the artistry that you're showing in every step of the way.
Thank you. It's I didn't win Drag Race, so it's a lot cheaper for me to just make it. So
Yes.
yeah, but I have more joy in choking. Excuse me.
Sharon Needles gave him poison. Sharon Needles is in here. Where is she?
No, it's I just get more pleasure saying that like I did it myself, and then I think especially with what people see on TV and stuff, and some of their favorite queens spend so much money on looks, and a lot of these new queens think that you have to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars to look great, and you don't. Like, I go to like a thrift store, I go to the dollar store, and I just buy something and make something high fashion out of it, and I think that's art, and anybody could do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's really, really awesome.
Thank you.
You've been doing, but you've sort of like let everyone know that cosplay, you were playing around a lot with cosplay stuff.
Yeah.
But then you took it to another level with this.
Yeah, I did it before Drag Race too. I'm a big comic book buff, and so I used to do a lot of the X-Men characters when I did like pageants and stuff, but like way back in the day. that Phi Phi's long gone.
Right, that Phi Phi was in Phoenix.
Yes, good
Right.
job. Oh, you did your homework. Yeah, no, I don't really, I didn't do it as much as I wanted to back then because they only wanted that glamorous kind of like big hair, rhinestone in your face look.
Right.
And so unless it was for a pageant, I never pulled it out. And so now I got to do it, and I did Rita first. Rita Repulsa from Power Rangers.
Right.
And it just blew up, and yeah.
Yeah, and then all the other ladies from Power Rangers started emailing you, being like,
did,
when
yeah.
are you going to do me?
Yeah, the Hillary Shepard, who did Detox, wrote me and was like, I want you to cosplay me, which I thought was it's so cool. It's so weird.
I know. Was that that's like as a comic book lover, and you were losing your mind?
Fangirling. Yes, people like fangirl over like, I don't know, their favorite like music stars, or I don't know, Beyonce or something. And I'm like, give me like Stan Lee or anything, like comic book stuff like related, and I get all geeky.
Yeah, and so what? Now you were born in Texas?
I was.
And so you were a little young Phi Phi with just comic book collections. And tell me about little Phi Phi.
Well, little Phi Phi was not very little. She was I was a big fat kid when I was there.
You were a
I literally look like the kid from Up. Like, I'm not even like.
Oh, that's cute.
Like literally the kid from Up. And actually they did. Have you seen that thing on it was like BuzzFeed or something where they had like everybody's baby pictures and you had to guess like the Drag Race girl?
No, I haven't seen it, but I would like to.
So they put my baby picture up, and it was me. Like, it could either be me, it could be Delta Work, it could be Stacey Elaine Matthews or Jiggly Caliente.
Oh God!
Yeah, because I was a chunky kid. But I read lots of comic books and stuff like that because as a kid I got you get picked on and stuff a lot, and I kind of got lost in those comic books and those heroes, and it was like it took me to this fantasy land of like where these weirdos and freaks were cool and like they were celebrated, and so I kind of just like put myself in that situation, and that's where I got lost in it, and that's where I like fell in love with it.
So you could then dream of kicking people's ass,
and
like you later did.
Drag Race, yeah, of course, yeah. Kicking ass and losing. Yeah.
So when you started drag, now did you come out? When did you come out? Actually, that's what I want to know first.
As a proud homosexual?
Yeah.
Well, I was a proud bisexual for a few years first.
Weren't we all, Phi Phi? Oh, Jonny, bisexual inclusion. It's real, Jonny, you fucker.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had a
but
girlfriend and
some of us
everything.
went through a phase.
Yeah. Well, I was 16 when I actually came out as full-on gay. But yeah, I told my mom in the car on the way to school, and I was just bawling, crying. Like, I was like, she's gonna hate me, because I didn't have a relationship with my dad, so I didn't want to ruin the last relationship I had. Right. And she just kind of like laughed in the car. I'm like bawling in tears, like, and she's like, I don't care. She was like, as long as like that person loves you. So I was lucky. I was really, really lucky.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah.
And it was just a short 2 years later
that I'm a woman,
you started to become the woman you are today, where you started drag in kind of like a secret kind of way.
It was kind of, well, first off, my mom was the first person to introduce me to drag queens.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought they were disgusting. Yeah. I was like, why in the world would a man want to dress up as a woman? Like, ugh.
Gross.
Then,
I would never. Lady Red, what do you think about that? Men dressing as women.
Disgusting, right?
It's all right with me.
Oh, can we just pause a second to look at Lady Red's cheese platter that's going on? Lady Red, please display proudly that cheese platter you have today.
Don't mind the space missing. That I had that earlier. This is really good. We have a lovely upgrade. Thank you, Phi Phi O'Hara.
Wonderful. Lady Red, eating cheese in your honor.
Was that in my, I didn't get the cheese plate.
No, she ate it. It's ours. She didn't say it was for you. She said it was in your honor, okay?
Another thing Phi Phi loses. Yeah.
First Drag Race and now the cheese platter on Hey Qween. The indignity of it all. So you didn't like drag. You're like, gross.
Yeah,
I would
like it.
never.
Yeah, no, never. But then I started hanging out with a lot of the drag queens, and then I was a backup dancer, and I would watch the shows, and I got kind of bored, and it was kind of like, I could do that. Like, and they told me like I wouldn't be pretty, I wouldn't win anything, I wouldn't amount to anything, and so
Wow.
like, yeah.
It's a very supportive environment.
Yeah, that's what that is. You know, to be honest with you, Texas is really a cutthroat drag community. It really, really is.
They're
And
not
so,
playing around. So some
no.
newbie coming sniffing around. They're like,
very
don't
much
even
the
try
I
it.
throw the pearls and watch you fall type
Wow.
of scene. Yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, all right. So I hired someone to do my makeup and everything. I didn't tell anybody who I was, and I won all the amateur contests. And on the last day, I took everything off at the club, and that's when they found out who I was.
They're like,
Which I don't know how they didn't know, because I had a huge freaking like snaggletooth, and so it's like.
They were like,
I
wait
don't know,
a
like
second.
the wig was like my Superman, like my Clark Kent. Yeah, right.
I know that tooth somewhere.
You didn't. It was pretty big, so you didn't need the glasses.
Okay. So the last day, now was this a pageant or it was just like?
It was like an amateur contest
Oh,
that they
okay.
would do like weekly.
Oh, right. And then finally one time you were like, and.
What? Yeah. Yeah. So, and then people didn't like me from that point on.
Oh, wow.
No, they didn't like it because I could do all of my own stuff, and they took it as me being arrogant for being able to make stuff, and I just wanted to learn. That's just what I like to do, and I don't like to rely on people. I think it's cool to be able to say you know how to do it and you could do it yourself. So, and, yeah.
And that's what you continue to do.
I try, yeah.
You love to go it alone. I mean, you decided one day in San Antonio, you woke up in the morning, you're like,
I'm done.
fuck this place, I gotta go.
I did, literally.
And so tell me that story.
I had literally like $500 in my bank account, and I was like, I can't be here anymore. And I hit it, and I took the first plane that I could to Chicago, out of all
Wow.
places, which is way more expensive than San Antonio. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like, I was living out of like a hotel with one of my really good friends, and
Did you guys move together?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a sisty in the thing. You were like, let's go, girl, let's do this.
well, I went to Chicago first, and then he found out that I was going there, so then he met me there like 2 days later. And so, but then, thank God, because we had to put all of our money together, and
Right.
yeah, we were lucky. We got this great apartment that actually. It was a girl that I was dating.
Really? Well, your bisexuality came in handy, baby. Came in the right time.
It turns out that her family had houses there, and so they gave me a house to live in.
So you found that?
Yeah.
Was it in Wicker Park? Is that where you first lived?
Yeah, right in the. I lived in Bucktown, so right like on the cusp. Yeah.
And so then you jumped into drag there?
Kind of. I worked for optics, and I've been doing that forever. And so I had that as my main job. And then one of the, she doesn't perform anymore, but found out that I moved to Chicago from the pageant circuit. And then she asked if I would perform at this club called Spin. And then from there it took off, yeah.
Wow. And how many years between that and Drag Race?
From Chicago?
Yeah.
2 maybe? Yeah.
And so that was when you were originally named Phoenix Matthews?
I was
that
Phoenix
right?
Matthews in Texas.
Oh,
I
in
was,
Texas.
Yeah, I was. Okay, so I was in O'Hara. Oh, I feel so old. My drag mom asked me on MySpace.
Oh, really? Miss Asia O'Hara?
Yeah, she sent me, I did Miss Texas America, and she sent me an email on MySpace and was like, bringing to the stage contestant 7, Phoenix O'Hara. And I was just like, is this like, am I part of the family? And that's how she asked me.
Oh, wow. She
maybe
gave
she
you
didn't
the
even
name.
ask me. Maybe I just took it and like, she was like, maybe I'm not the daughter. I don't know.
Right. You're like,
Wouldn't that be
Mommy?
sad? That'd be so sad. No, but yeah, that's how it came about. And then when I got on the show, that's when it changed to Phi Phi for a few reasons. There was a Phoenix on season 3.
Right.
And then Dita Ritz always used to call me Phi Phi as short, so.
You were like, all right,
I'll take it.
I'll use that.
I'll change anything. Put me on the show.
Yes, whatever it takes.
I don't care.
And so that start in pageants must have really been where you really got to prove yourself in terms of making stuff, doing stuff.
I know there's like there's a kind of a bad rep for pageants, especially on the Drag Race scene. But I am so grateful that I started off in that scene because it really did give me this really thick spine to like compete and like not give a crap what anybody else thinks. And it helped me like want to strive for the best. And I think that's something that is not bad, you know, to want. So yeah, I'm happy for it.
I mean, and to see just, I don't want to just harp on it, but I just can't get enough of it. To see you then go back and show them all.
Yeah.
I'm not just bitchy Phi Phi from the season, you know, Uganda or whoever's first seeing your season now for the first time being like, Phi Phi, I hate you. You're like, look at all of this.
I don't get those messages. What are you talking about?
I hope by now there's an assistant being like, delete, 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 delete.
The block button
all the
is my
messages
favorite.
are positive, Phi
Right.
Phi. That's what I have.
The block button is my favorite button to
Oh,
use.
yes, it is.
Totally.
So you got to Chicago, you're grinding it out, performing around, doing shows, and then how many times did you audition for Drag Race? Is that your first one when you got on?
It was my first serious time. America's Got Talent wanted me first.
Really?
Yeah, they were trying to get me every year, but I didn't want to go on there and be like the clown. Because I felt like that's what they were gonna do with drag. And so I was like, I don't want to be that person. And so I was like, well, why don't I do a show that celebrates drag? So then I would try Drag Race. And season 3, I put in an application, and then they called me within like a few hours and wanted a video. But the guy I was talking to at the time did not want me to do it. So, which I think everything happens for a reason, which is good. And then so season 4, I put it in again, and then within like 20 minutes, they were like, give us your video, do this, that, and the other. And so I was like, all right, let's do it. So season 4 was the first time I took it seriously and like went all the way.
And season 4 was the season that Drag Race really
I think it like
blew up.
changed the game.
Yeah.
Like it did. You have Sharon, who is completely different than anybody that's ever been on the show, and so it pulled in like this completely new audience that like made it even what it is today. And then we're all kind of like fucked up on the show, so like our characters are all like screwy, which made it even better.
It was so many different personalities, and like it had 3 years of a slow build.
Yeah.
And then season 4 is when it really exploded, which was good in some ways, and then probably a little tough in other ways.
It was so much fun. Like I was so happy like that I was on that season particularly because I think with our personalities, it really made for great TV, and I wouldn't change anything.
It did. Now, you said before in the past that when you were shooting that season, you know, all the drama that you were throwing between you and Sharon was a little real, but mostly you guys were like having it at each other for, you know, and then would hang out later. What's the truth in that?
Sharon and I knew what we were doing. Yeah. The fight that we had at the very, very end where she like threw me under the bus on stage, that was a real fight. But like, with like the whole Party City thing and everything, like I remember like Sharon and I would talk like offset and like we weren't supposed to talk to each other. But we would be like, you know, they've never had a rivalry like this ever in the history of Drag Race.
Really?
And we were like, how cool would it be? And like to make it all the way to end, that would be so cool. And I mean, the producers don't want me to say that, but
you just did.
But it is like we knew how to play the game, and like we did what we had to do to get to the end, and that's what Ru says: play to win, and like that's what we came to do. So yeah. Now Willem and I really didn't get along. Yeah, that was very authentic. Yeah.
Now, what was the root of the tensions going on with Willem?
With Willem, it was like Willem has a different direction that he wants to take his career, and that's not for everybody. And so I think at that time it felt like he was trying to just shove that down people's throats as he's more experience, he's better than them type of thing. And I don't like when people are getting picked on or anything like that, so I'll be the first person to say something. And that's what it felt like, and I just didn't like that. Like, one person likes performing in the bar, you shouldn't knock that person for wanting to work for $1. They're not knocking you for being on TV, so like everybody has room to do what they want.
Now, you've said in other interviews that there were other things going on, because Willem was obviously, as we know, disqualified, and that there were other things that were annoying you that were happening.
Well, it wasn't annoying me. There was just lots of rules that were being broken. That I guess maybe the annoying part was that if any of us did that, we'd get kicked off.
Right.
And so I guess that was the only annoying part. But she was breaking a lot of rules.
Really?
That's all I'll say.
Oh. Lady Red, I'd love to know more things. Do you have any guesses?
I mean, I got a bunch of guesses. I'm not gonna say it on camera. I know what happened. You know, she was enjoying herself.
What? Oh my goodness.
Was that a clue?
I don't know what that was. I think that was just Lady Red pulling shade out of the hair. That's like Lady Red sometimes says something, you're like, is that based in reality? No.
Yeah, I love her, girl, but you know, it's fun. I'm gonna
She likes to throw shade too, so I guess you guys are gonna.
Yes, yo, let's battle it out, Phi Phi and Sharon style. Look at the time.
So you do the season, you do amazingly well, you get up there, but then, so you I'm trying to remember how things were then. That was still when you had everyone acted like they won during the finale, so we really didn't know who won at the end. So you shoot it, you know you're in the top 3, you come home, it starts airing, and the fun story that you've made up.
Well, we thought I was gonna be portrayed as like a funny villain, like a Bianca maybe, like she's a funny villain, but I mean it did not happen that way.
No, it did not.
So it backfired quite a bit, and to be honest with you, I stopped watching my season. Like I couldn't watch it because I was so upset because like it made me look like a monster, and that wasn't who I was. I had one breakdown when I started crying in the car with my friend because I would get death threats. I would get like so many people wanting to hurt me, and it's a drag queen show. Like there's nothing serious in there, like at all. And like our fights on the show have nothing to do with directly with somebody else. Like it doesn't. And so the fact that I was getting all these death threats and people wanting to come to my show to harm me or this, that, and the other, I had to cancel shows. It was ridiculous. And so I broke down in the car, cried, but it was literally like 5 seconds of crying. And I was like, these bitches don't deserve my tears.
You're right.
And so I sucked it up, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna own this and have fun with it and live a dream. Like I'm so lucky to be on this show and have fun with it,
Exactly, because that was kind of a turning point with the Drag Race audience, because we know they are very passionate. Sometimes too much so. Where like instead when they love someone, they have to rip apart someone else to prove their love, which to me seems the exact opposite of what the show is trying to give.
Well, you know what made me laugh is like Sharon promoted like, you know, accepting everybody for who they were and this, that, and the other. Although she did pick on me for my drag style on TV, but that was
no angel.
But in the majority of it, that was her message, and yet her fans were like the first ones to attack and be crazy about it. Not all her fans, but a lot of them were at that time. And I was just like, you guys are going against what she stands for, and I don't get it. Like I get watching reality TV and having a favorite and rooting them on, but I would never in my wildest dreams ever text someone or tweet them or send them a death threat, because I don't know how to say, like, more mature than that, I guess. I don't know.
There's no reason to do it. This is a drag queen on a reality show.
There's no reason.
There's no reason to deal with that. And you were the first one to just get that
it was bad.
army,
I didn't
that
like
wall of hatred for, okay, maybe they liked Sharon, and they were mad you were mean to her, but was it really worth all of that?
Yeah, and then like for a while I didn't talk about it because like I know Roxy got a lot of hate. I know Jasmine Masters made a video about it, and I was just like, I don't want to talk about it publicly because I didn't want people to think like I was playing the victim, because I'm not. Like I don't let people talk. That's fine. But I felt like if we talked about it, it would give them the spotlight, and I feel like that's what a lot of them want.
Of course.
And so
because they would like your spot on that show, and wish they were fighting with Sharon Needles.
Right, so. It is what it is, but
So you made it
it's gotten
through
better.
that. It's gotten better.
Way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had a couple years to really deal with it, have a thick skin.
When reruns comes on, though, that's always fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Because then new children are
The
like,
new ones come in.
Phi Phi, I just want to let you know I'm mad at you.
And it's like the young ones are like the worst ones. They're so mean. They're like 12 years old, and they're like, I'm gonna, shoot your doggy or something. I'm like, what? I don't even have a dog. But like, if that, like, but like, they'll say like the rudest things. I'm like, what? Like, where does this come from? I don't get it.
And how a show that's all about everybody say love.
Exactly.
Is everybody grab your switchblade and cut her throat.
It is what it is.
Y'all need to get it motherfucking together in your head. Now with that show, RuPaul would not approve, okay? Sheesh.
It's hot up in here.
It's hot up in here. Let's fan ourselves. We love a lot of things. Lady Red, are you gonna fan too?
Oh, yeah.
Here, I'm gonna double fist it, son.
Oh, double fisted Lady Red.
Yes, honey.
Oh, yes.
The
That
shade,
deserves
the
applause.
shade
Lady Red's
of it
double
all.
fans. Applause, I said. Audience, get it together. Jesus Christ.